Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to do the last signature on video because I've already done the second one and it came out just fine. So yeah, I've already made it to where it's already the way, you know, that I want it to be, and I've already made the holes in there, and the previous video already showed how I do all that. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and sew that last signature, the third signature, in, and I'm gonna leave a little bitty tail there and go through the middle. The holes are already made. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to that tail there. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let's see. I'm not sure if there's a big glare. I feel like there's a kind of a glare there, but okay. So yeah, let me go ahead and put that through there, and then I am gonna hold on to that with my thumb and let the rest of the thread go right through, and then I'm gonna go to the bottom through the outside and go through the pre-made holes that I've already measured out and everything. And so let me see if I can get through that. Yeah, great. Okay, so yeah, still trying to leave that little tail there, and we're putting this other one right through. Now this is where I do things a little different, and I sew it because I feel like I have a better chance of it being, you know, kind of straight the way I want it to, and it doesn't move around on me too much if I do it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew it tightly, that first kind of bottom half of the book. Okay, so then I will continue as if I didn't do that and go right back through the middle, and then go to the top, right through the top from the outside, and there again, look for my little pre-made holes that I've already measured out, and you can see that in the previous video, part 1. Okay, so then now I'm going through it. I'm gonna try to keep it in the needle because it's easier when you sew it, I mean when you tie it, to tie a tighter knot that way. So yeah, I'm really trying to make it as tight as I can, and I noticed that when the needle's in there, for some reason it kind of helps with that. So now it's come off, and I'm gonna do a second one, and I can do a third one maybe, but I think a second one is good enough, and there you got it. So glad that one came out okay on camera, because the other one was a fail, but I'm okay with that because this is the kind of stuff that happens, and sometimes you can get kind of discouraged when these things happen. But you know, one of the things I've learned with junk journaling is that, you know, even when mistakes are gonna happen. We're not perfect, we're not machines, okay? But it's learning how to work with them, how to adjust to them, and how to fix the mistakes, and so if possible, as best as you can. And it's not always going to be perfect, but a lot of times it's going to be good enough. And so yeah, so now I've got all 3 signatures. I've already, like I said, did the other one, and so what I'm going to do now is get my awl, because this is something I learned recently. You know, this part of it that's like this just heavy wooden thing, you know, you got to be careful with this tip obviously, but what happens if you, I don't know if the camera will pick it up really well, but the holes, when you make them, sometimes they kind of pierce through a little chunky, and it just looks like holes. But if you go back and just kind of, you know, push in a little bit, like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it closes them up a little bit, and I think that just makes it even more secure, you know, because Now you got the string kind of tightened a little bit. It's not, you know, as loose when you have those kind of holes. So now you got a really nice and flush signatures sewn in there. So yep, that's a fun thing I've learned recently about this side of the awl, you know, because it just slides nicely when you do that. I'm sure there's other things you can do it with, but for me that was a good way, because a lot of times if I try to do something like that with something that's not quite as smooth, I feel like it would rip it or do something, you know, bad to it. So anyway, super excited about getting these out to my nephews. I think by the time I post this, they will probably already have them, because like I said, I didn't want them to see the videos before they got them, and it is kind of a surprise. So I am pre-filming these because obviously as I go and putting them together, you know, I want to do the videos. So I hope this was interesting or fun. Again, I really appreciate y'all's feedback, and press the like button if you like this, and definitely appreciate y'all sharing. I saw on my analytics, I do look at them, that people have been sharing, and that is so cool. I think that is such a compliment. And again, you know, this is a beautiful community, the art community on YouTube, and I've got a lot of people that have inspired me, and I hope along the way that I'm able to talk about that a little more maybe, or put it on my description below. But for right now, I'm still kind of getting the hang of video, and you know, obviously I'm not doing a lot of editing at this time, and I do want to probably do that at some point, but right now I'm just loving doing art and gifting art to people, and so you know, I'm spending more time doing that. So, but again, thank you. I hope this camera setup is a little bit better than my previous. I think it is, and yeah, and so thank you. I will have a video. Actually, I'm probably going to do it in a separate one than this one. I was going to go ahead and do a little show and tell on a collage thing that I'm working on right now, but I probably want to publish that, you know, to YouTube much sooner than this video, so I'll probably just do it separately. But that's another thing I've been working on that I've been loving. So again, thank you, and for sharing and letting me share this with you, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye now.